This is a piece of the world title. This is what I want. I want to unify this belt with the best. Right now, I'm the champ.
And this sets you up for a fight with Khabib Nurmagomedov for the undisputed title. So give us your thoughts on that.
In the words of our buddy Daniel Cormier, get your together, young man. We got a belt to fight for.
It's gonna be a tough night for him. This is my opinion, because he have to be ready. I'm gonna wrestle with him all night, make him tired and make him tough. This is my plan.
I'm gonna make something special happen September 7th in Abu Dhabi. I'm gonna shock the world.
It's not really, that's in. Nurmagomedov under the chin, there's the tap! Khabib Nurmagomedov, 28-0! Incredible, absolutely incredible the way he dominates people in the grapple.
I wanted to leave tonight the world champ, and just let myself down, man.
You know, I've heard it over and over again from a young age, like from teachers, from police officers, from correctional officers. You know, I was just one of those guys, another one of those guys getting in trouble. I wouldn't turn into anything. I wouldn't end up being anything great, you know? And even from going back to the Conor fight, I've been through that over and over and over again, you know? I feel like I am the underdog most of my life, you know? And I earned the traction I've got. That's why I take it so seriously. And I'm proud of myself.
I'm not fighting to get my name out there, to get TV deals, to get movie deals, to get big sponsorships. All that stuff is great. I would love all that stuff. But I'm fighting because I love fighting. Yeah, you know, nothing was given. Nothing is given in this sport. And I've been fighting 10 years, and I've earned every step of the way. You know, and like you said, I built this with this, punch by punch, step by step, and I'm very proud of it.
I've overcome adversity so many times. Everybody out there, there's people telling you can't do it, or you're the underdog, or you're championed against, or telling you told you're not good enough. I've been told that my whole life, and I'm the world champ. If I can do it, you can do it. I just want to dedicate this fight to my wife. We've been together, been married 10 years, and if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. There was days I went home, busted and broken, and she believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. This is her belt as much as it is mine. I wouldn't be here without her. I love you, Jolie. I don't care how much pain I go through, how much I bleed, how many in the crowd say I can't do it. I don't care, I got self-belief, and I get it done, baby. I'm coming for that strap. I swear to God, you better protect it.
I mean, something like this, you don't do it if you don't like it, I don't think. It's just too hard, too taxing, too stressful. You know, no matter what I'm doing, like fighting's always in the back of my mind. I'm always thinking about, damn, other guys are getting better and I'm here doing something else. Or, you know, the fighting never leaves my mind. Every night I lay down in bed, I'm thinking about fighting. but I love it. I know that I have the potential to be the best in the world. I cut no corners. I learn from my mistakes and my success. I put everything into this, you know, and it just feels good to come out here and get another win against arguably one of the best lightweights to ever fight mixed martial arts. It's not that I ever doubt myself or anything, but this is fighting, man. You go out there, this is the theater of the unknown. Anything can happen no matter how prepared you are. So that, you know, those nerves and feelings are always around for me. But besides that, I know I'm better than these guys, man. I was a young man. I still am, I feel like, but just more mature in the fight game and as a person. Just the understanding of what we do, not being too emotional, not getting caught up in the media, not getting caught up on social media. You know, as a young fighter, you know, that stuff really can affect you if you play into it, if you live your life online and take to heart what these people are saying, what the critics are saying, what your opponent's saying he's gonna do. You know, that just kind of creeps into your head and affects you, and I think it did affect my performance. But I've been working my ass off since that fight, and I'm a completely different fighter. You know, I've proven that I've become interim world champion. I'm a #1 contender. Our careers have gone their own routes, and it's come back full circle. You know, he went on to be the world champion, and now here we are 6 years later, and on the cusp of a huge fight, huge pay-per-view. I know the world's going to be watching, so I'm excited, and I'm excited to show the improvements and the evolution of my mixed martial arts. I want to be the best, and I want to be in the history books and have all these accolades and have benchmarks that other fighters try to beat one day. I want all that stuff. And before I'm done fighting, I want to be able to say I'm an undisputed world champion. I have the interim belt at home, but that's not good enough. I want to be the undisputed world champion. And it's really important to me to close on my career, being able to say that. But also, you know, I have priorities, and like I said, I'm a provider, and I want my daughter to be set and go to college, and you know, things change as you grow. So that's still a very important thing to me that I still am chasing like a maniac. But also getting my family in a good position becomes a main focus as I get older in my fighting. You know, I still feel good, I'm 32, but any fight can be your last. In 8th grade, I was getting in a lot of trouble, running with the wrong crowd of people. I ended up going to juvenile detention for a while. When I got out, I started 9th grade and stopped, so I never graduated 9th grade. And was just kind of running around aimlessly without a goal, without something to work towards. And growing up, I always loved combat sports. And
at what age? Like how soon?
As far back as I can remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I remember getting excited, going to a friend's house for Mike Tyson fights when he was fighting Holyfield, and I just always loved boxing. Boxing was what I wanted to do. And eventually I met some guys at a boxing gym who were doing mixed martial arts. They were just working on their striking, and I went to their gym, and the story's history, you know, it just snowballed into a career of fighting. But that, when I was younger and when I dropped out of school, finding combat sports, the thing for me was when I was watching these guys fight, the grit and determination that they showed, I just for some reason knew I had that. Whatever that was, I knew I could do that. Didn't know if I could fight with the best guys in the world, but I knew I was willing to suffer more than the next guy. And
you knew that at that
I knew that. I knew that whatever they had, I had. The guy who did whatever he wanted. You know, I just did whatever I want. I didn't really, not that that's a good thing or I'm boasting about it. I just, whatever I felt like doing, I did, whether it was against the law or against my mother asking me not to. I just kind of did what I wanted to do. And I still do that these days, just much more focused and doing it the right way. That same energy I had, I use it in the right way now. These kind of pinnacle moments don't happen a lot in your career. And you know, I feel like I'm gonna have to live with tonight for the rest of my life. I worked, 14 years of mixed martial arts to get here, 41 fights. And I just gotta get home and see what's next. I'm not fighting just to fight, I'm fighting to be the world champ. And we just gotta see, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna win, no doubt about it. Either I'm gonna win or I'm gonna die in the cage. One of the two is gonna happen.